How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Venti. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B over here. And obviously, these are my own thoughts and opinions. I will not speak on behalf of the Postal Service. So, I definitely need to go to the barber. I'm going on Sunday, but had a long week or so. Um, and then this week at work has already been good. I had 12 hours yesterday, 10 and a half today. I started my new route, and I wanted to talk about it because there's certain things that I have to do to. Number one, it's too long. It like yesterday, the 12-hour day that I had with the ad papers and stuff, it took me till 6. So uh, from 8:30 to 6, that's 9.5 hours it took me to finish the route. Today mail was a lot lighter, so I was only an hour behind, or I finished an hour later, so 9 hours. But or no, yeah, 9.5. Yeah, so I was decent. I Yeah, 9 hours. So the route itself is in a nice area. The people were really nice to me yesterday. It was pretty hot. A lot of people gave me water. I introduced myself as a new regular. A lot of nice people, and right by the train station. It's I like the area for sure. It is an older part of the town, but I'm in town. I'm very thankful for that. Um, I have a collection box on my route. I have to hit it after 1 o'clock. It's the blue boxes, and now with extra security, you put the key in, and then you have to go on your scanner, go to the 3 lines, and go to E arrow unlock or whatever it's called, and then that unlocks the collection box, and that's a pain in the butt. That took me a second to try to understand. I'm like, it's not telling me to go right, because it has to tell you to go right for it to open. So I have a collection box on there. My first my first relay is like 2 apartment buildings, then I have 3 apartment buildings, then some houses, and then I go around, and then some more houses. It's a very choppy route, and uh, some of the boxes I'm gonna have to. A lot of them don't have names on them, so I asked one of the carriers if they have the notes that say, hey, you gotta have, if you don't have your name on your box, you don't get mail. I had a stack of mail today from bad names, and that's the thing with departments. There's gonna be a lot of bad names. The Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the DPS, a lot of bad names. Um, but if if the name's not on the box, they're not getting mail. Simple as that. But I got to get one of those cards that tell them that, so they could start putting their names on the box, because I don't know who lives there. I've done the route before. I recognize some of the names because I've done it as my overtime before, but a lot of the names I do not know. So if they don't got their name on the box, they don't got mail. Uh, then I delivered to the coffee shop, and and I have a few businesses. I got a church, and one thing that, so it's overburdened, right? Then the next thing is that there's a lot of construction, and it's very hard to navigate. Very hard to navigate. I have to take detours, and that also adds to my time. I let management know. I'm gonna start once I get a feel for the route, because I don't know. Once I'm able to eyeball, like, okay, this is gonna take me an hour over, hour and a half over. Right now, I don't know yet, but then I'll start filling out the 3996, and you know, after a certain amount of time, I think they said 45 days, ask to be walked, because minimum an hour has to be cut off that. If they cut off an hour, it'll be decent. It'll be decent. Right now it's too long, because once I get to the last 2 hours, it feels like the route should be over. So realistically, it could easily an hour and a half cut, but I know they won't cut that much. It'll be an hour. So um, I'm not running that route. My body feels a lot better already. Ever since I got off that 15 miles of walking, now I got a route with a lot of apartments. It is longer, and it's mentally draining with all the names on the boxes, but my body is physically feels better because I'm not walking 15 miles no more. I'm doing a lot of apartments, businesses. The relays, it's all flat, which is very good. Um, yeah, I got a church, and then I got some more relays. Depending on how light the mail is, you can combine some of those relays. When I was on 4, those relays were 30 minutes long, and some of them you could break up, but a lot of them were very long. So one of them, the second to last relay, was 40 minutes. These relays are pretty nice. It's just like I said, the route's too long. If it gets cut, it'll be a really decent route. Um, yeah, the boxes in the apartment buildings on the middle of the route, they're very run down. Some of them pop out when you put the key in the box. The whole unit box comes out, so that needs to be fixed. But I asked one of the carriers, and they said certain buildings we might not be able to fix. It would be uh, the the owner of the building or whatever. Uh, some of the boxes are, yeah, very run down. Um, some of the apartment buildings, you got to open up the lockbox to get a key and then open the front door. That's a time waster for sure. I wish, but some of the apartment buildings, I have the key already on my on my key, and then I have a fob for when I get into my one building. It's it has like a bunch. It's like my senior building has a bunch of boxes, and you open them all at once. And I need a fob to get into there, and then I have a collection box on there, or a collection box right across the street, and then deadhead on the construction. I have a deadhead of apartments right where they're doing construction. The one side you can't even drive on, and that construction's rough, and they say they're not going to finish to 2026. That's Illinois for you. The construction will last forever. The construction will last forever. And then yeah, then once I pass that deadhead, I still have like 2.5 hours left. I feel like I did the whole route. I do a long relay, and then a few smaller relays. The dogs are a complete 180 from country or from the hills. Very friendly. They're not trying to attack me. They're very well behaved, well tempered, or good temperament dogs, and the people are very nice. And yeah, I really hope it gets cut. But first couple of days on the route, uh, it's obviously I'm gonna be done 9.5 hours, depending on the volume. But I'm in town. I'm very happy and thankful, especially when winter's coming up. They plow out here in town. They don't plow out in the hills. Very thankful for that. So I just stay in town until a really nice route comes up, and we'll see where that goes. But right now, the people seem to be thankful that they got a regular now. And yeah, if this route gets cut, that's what I'm praying for. 45 days, ask them to walk it, because it is a long route. It is a long route. But hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys aren't stressing about that contract. I shared something earlier. One of my union people told me to share it. Watch that video, sign up, register, because we need more money. We need a contract for sure. But I'm not gonna, there's not. What am I gonna say? We need more money. Period. I'm not gonna, go more into it than that, because everybody always asks me, but I'm not an insider. There's nobody on YouTube really who's an insider. It's just we don't know until we hear from the NALC. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.